Well, it appears that the big BBC boss Tim Davie has once again done us all a massive big favour by proving, in my opinion, just what of an a-hole he is, along with the BBC. And hopefully as a result it will mean that a load of people will be cancelling their TV licence. But what's going on then? Well, apparently he is all for taking people to court if they dodge the licence fee, which, let's face it, is not a very good look, is it? Especially in the age of streaming service. And he has, remember, been at the helm of the BBC since 2020, raking in a cool £547,000 of our TV licence and fees every single year for his salary. The thing is though, during a chat on BBC Breakfast with Charlie State and Naga Machete, he was quizzed about a massive survey for over 800,000 people, and he said this.
Do you approve of people being taken to court for not paying the licence fee?
I think actually when you talk to people, I do approve of enforcement, and I think actually the regime, it has to be that, and actually when you talk to most people who are paying their licence fee, they would say if people are evading the licence fee, it should be enforced, yes.
So, well, you're avoiding the word court. You're saying enforcement. So,
well, I support the current system, yes.
And that would mean that someone would pay a fine or could go to jail for not paying the licence fee.
Of course,
so you support that?
But I support the current system as part of the Charter. And this is why we really need to go into the Charter renewal process with an open mind and say, what's the right enforcement? I do think for the vast majority of people watching who we're there to serve, and this is what we get when we talk to people, they'll say, we must make sure that actually those people who should be paying are paying. That's fair.
And there you go, of course, with the BBC's apparent usual mantra of people evading the licence fee. When will these people realise that if you don't actually need a TV licence because you don't actually watch live TV or don't want to watch BBC's iPlayer, then you don't actually need a TV licence. So you're not actually evading anything, whether they like it or not. And the fact that he says that they're trying to do a service is an utter pea-take in my opinion, because I don't know about you, but personally, I don't think sending threatening letters to people like OAPs is any service for anyone at all. But remember, this all comes as the government gears up to renew its BBC Charter, especially since they've promised to bump up the licence fee with inflation until 2027. And earlier in the show, Charlie grilled Tim about the survey where 38% of people said that the BBC isn't independent from the government. And Charlie apparently asked if Tim gets nervous when a government member calls, thinking that they're actually in cahoots. Tim, though, he was apparently quick to say, absolutely not. And he insisted that their editorial guidelines guide them, and it's totally right for people to hold the BBC accountable. At the end of the day, though, does anyone, shall we say, is slightly biased that he actually chose to go on what is obviously a BBC programme, because I do. Perhaps, he might not add so much luck or understanding if he went on another channel, shall we say, like, I don't know, ITV maybe. But at the end of the day, the paying a licence to watch live TV, one channel network, remember, in the age of streaming services, multiple streaming services, is a pea-take in my opinion. And especially when they say you can't watch ITV on other channels, I think that needs to change, because why should I have to pay them if I want to watch ITV for live or something like that? It's like, if anything, paying Asda for the ability to shop in Tesco, isn't it? It's just absolutely mental. And at the end of the day, I think he realises too, that the BBC's days of the licence fee will be over very, very soon. And lately, of course, with the BBC has been in scandals, hasn't it, with Hugh Edwards and the Gaza documentary with Greg Wallace investigation as well, along with, of course, all of their stuff over the years, shall we say, that at the end of the day, the public deserve better than being forced to pay this company if we want to watch TV Live or the BBC iPlayer. At the end of the day, they should go the ad or subscription route, because then we'll actually see how popular their BBC iPlayer is. And also, if they went the ads route, it would be companies paying the BBC, not you and me. Tim told MPs on the Culture, Media and Sport Committee that more issues might pop up, and he said that these have changed since we had last talked. People are calling it out, which is good, but it's a work in process. You can't change culture overnight, and we might see more things coming out, because I'm all about transparency and tackling problems head on, he says. Well, if anything, Tim, I think the massive problem at the moment is your willingness to actually see people prosecuted for not paying a TV licence or a subscription fee at the end of the day, because that's what it seems like, isn't it? And whether you like it or not, Tim, people do have a legal right not to pay the TV license if they do not require one. And to refer to those people as evaders, if that's what you're doing, is totally out of order in my opinion, and therefore you surely owe every single one of us an apology. But anyway, what do you all think about this? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll be back very soon with some more videos. So make sure you hit that subscribe button down there so you don't miss my next one.